Hey you guys, okay, so I have a lot to talk about today. It has been a second since we've done a Get Ready With Me. I have some spring products that I want to show, some perfumes. I'm going to talk about some hair stuff, like a hair update. Here's what I want to do. Okay. Let me think about what all I've talked about in this video, because I'm filming this at the end, obviously, because I've already gotten ready. But I just recently posted an Instagram post where I asked you guys some suggestions, video requests, all that good stuff, and I did get a bunch of good ones and some things that I had already planned that are coming up. I've got some really good fun things coming up, and I'll talk about a little bit things that are coming up during the video because we do address that, but I did want to hit on a few of them in this one. Now, some of y'all requested to get ready with me. It has been a second, so that's what we're doing today. And then also, I always get the request for perfume, okay? Now, I've done a video, I did a whole series on decluttering the kitchen and every drawer, my closet, beauty closet. I think I did a few other like home type of things too. I just dried my hair, so I'm trying to like looking at it in this little postage stamp monitor thing. Anyways, in that video where I did the beauty closet, I did talk about some perfumes, but I didn't talk about, I don't know, I just wanted to kind of hit on a few spring favorites. And we'll take no more than a couple minutes because I want to get into the Get Ready With Me. This is not going to take too long because I always feel like if I did a perfume video, as I have done countless ones over the years, like what's it going to be? Like here's this that you've seen, here's that you've seen, here's a collection. I did that when I did my closet, my beauty closet, so y'all could truly see a collection of the things that I have if that's what you're mainly interested in. But I think what's even more interesting is like what's good for spring. Now I talked about this. This isn't necessarily a perfume, but it's just as important. It's a body product. This is the best oil. I ordered 2 more of them during the Sephora sale. But you guys, it is worth every penny. I would pay even more for this. It's so good. It makes your skin glow and so beautiful in the spring and summertime. It's the Jasmine Glowing Hydration Body Oil. It smells so good. Anything just kind of layers beautifully over it. But it makes your skin look insane, especially if you're gonna like be outside and get a little color over the summer. Here's what I love: a tan. I'm not gonna go out, whatever. I'm sorry, but I do. Okay, I love it. Not like crazy. I'm not like tan mom tan, but like, you know what I'm saying. Like I like it. Just makes the tiniest hint of color looks prettier with this. And oh my gosh, you guys, on more tan skin tones, olive darker skin tones, this makes your skin color just pop and look beautiful. Okay. What else? This is a perfume that I have been raving about lately. Get your hands on this. This is such a good one for spring. It is the Jo Malone Silk Blossom, which is what I'm gonna wear today. I love it. It's fresh. It's clean. It has like a scent. It's almost like, okay, this person is fresh. They're clean. They just got out of the shower. Ooh, tastes terrible. Slightly floral, not headachy, obvious perfumey floral. Sexy, fresh, different. Okay. This is also fairly new. The room service. This is a little more, has like a mandarin hint to it. Think like a fresh morning, like sexy hint of a floral. I do not like citrusy things normally. If they're done right, yes. I don't like obvious smelling perfumes, and usually if a perfume has a hint of a lemon, a hint of an orange, a nectarine, whatever it's a hint of, it's just like, well, they're wearing peach body splash. They're wearing orange body spray. Nothing's worse to me than, I don't even like things around the house that smell orangey, but if it's mixed with something else, but this, you guys, is so good. It's fresh, it's beautiful, and it's just the most beautiful perfume. Oh my gosh, I can't even. So this is different, okay? Because there's things you've heard of 1,000,001 times. Now this, I will never tire of. This is like, I would say, the Baccarat the Rouge, and this, I would say, is more like a signature type of vibe now, because now the Gucci 2 is, I don't even want to say. I would pay good money for that, okay? It's hard to find. But I will say, the Baccarat Rouge is just like a good, like everyday thing. But I really like that like in the colder months. And I know that sounds dumb. And I'm not really like, oh, this is a spring scent, a summer scent. But yeah, there are things that I think do kind of wear better certain times of the, I don't know. At certain times, or they just, I associate them with different things, whatever. This is one you could truly wear all year. It's the Delina Exclusive. It's not the regular Delina. Don't be fooled. Don't be confused. These perfumes are amazing. This is like, oh my gosh, so sexual and like, does that really like explain everything for you? No, I'm terrible at explaining perfumes. That's the joke here. But very like vanilla sexy, but a little powdery, a little rosy. Oh my gosh, it just reminds me of the Beverly Hills Hotel whenever I wear that. It's just the memory. It's just a whole thing. And I love it so much. And I have another one ready to go. This is, okay, I love Byredo perfumes. The Blanche is probably my favorite. I love so many of them. But I would say the Low Floor is a good bet. Now this is unique in that it does have a very like floral scent, but it's a fresh floral scent. You know what I mean? Doesn't smell like a flower arrangement at a few, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. I hate ones that just smell like too strong this or that. It just smells like a flower arrangement, you know what I mean? Like a depressing one. Which why are lilies always, but it's sweet. It almost has like a candy-ish scent to it. It's bright. Okay. And then this, I've had it in a sample, but I'm like, I could see myself buying this. It's the Nectarine and Honey Blossom. Like, talk about things that are specific scents. It has a hint of peach to it, but it is like honey too. And, ooh, I'm gonna smell good today. That's a good fresh spring scent. And this is one that I got last year or the year before, I don't remember. Very cool. It's called Salt. And it's just, it smells warm to me. It smells beachy. But it's not one of those dumb beachy scents that smells like, you know, we've all smelled them and every brand has one. It's like beach or whatever, and it just smells like coconut sunscreen, which that's not bad, but I'm just saying it's not obvious. This is a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this is another one of those like, I just took a shower. Ooh, it smells so much better on your skin. I haven't worn that in a while. I forgot how good that is. Okay, especially over the jasmine body oil. Any of this stuff smells like even better. This is good. Okay. So those are my spring suggestions for perfumes, because I did get, you know, some people ask about perfumes. Okay, let's talk about hair. We are at a different, like, you know, I'm shooting from a different angle today. I was going to turn around and go back that way and shoot like with the cute stuff in the background. We'll talk about what's going on behind me in a second. But I just, with the window and everything, this is just better, I feel. My hair, I just took a shower, let it air dry during the video. You're going to see it looks all crazy during the video. When it's almost dry, I hit it with just like 2 minutes of a blow dryer just to get it. Still have not colored it. When I got the last little bit of blonde out of the bottom of it. So it's kind of fun to think that, not fun, but I don't know, it's just, I like my natural hair color. Who knew? Not that I ever didn't, but I started just doing the highlights and coloring it so much when I was much younger, when I was in college, that I would say if you started that as well, very few of us has probably seen like our complete natural hair color, and it's hard to get it back. There have been years where I was like, well, I do want to go back brown, and you go get it colored. The tone, even if you go to the best person, and I mean, I went to several different people over the years, amazing stylists, but like, it is hard to get a tone just right with, yeah, you could say, okay, well, you're better with this tone or that tone, and they can mix the most beautiful tones, but if you're trying to match something very specific that you have, I have a hint of red to my natural color. I've never been one that likes all those years when everyone was, oh, the purple shampoo and the icy blonde. That never did anything for my skin tone, but I just kept doing that. I'm like, I like to be a little brassy. I like a warm, do you know what I'm saying? I like that a little bit. And it's because my natural color kind of is more to that. And it's pretty like in certain, like, I don't know, I'm just happy to embrace it, but it wasn't like I was doing something, oh, I'm gonna embrace my natural hair color. It was just, it came about from a lot of things. You know, I just started growing it out, and I linked to the product that really helped me grow it out. I talked about it in my Sephora video, the DP Hue conditioner. Rather than just going and getting it colored over and over with a semi-permanent hair color that's gonna wash out, and that isn't always the best. It's a conditioner that has a little bit of that in it, but it just kind of keeps that line, you know, not looking so crazy, which I'm sure I looked real crazy anyways for a while. But it's kind of cool, and I think, you know, I'm approaching 40. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I'll be, you know, a couple years. And at some point, I mean, I have a friend that's been, you know, had gray since she was in her 20s. It's just, it all comes at different points. And when I do start getting a few gray hairs, then I'll get it colored. But you know, I just think it's kind of a cool vibe. And someone noticed I'd gotten it cut recently. And I'll be honest with you guys, y'all know I'm very low maintenance with nails. I'll take my kid every now and then, we'll do it. Y'all think I'm pretty like high maintenance, okay? Like, oh, she likes this, she likes that. But I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna hire someone to do something I can do myself. In a lot of cases, right? Certain things that I truly value, like, I don't know, something I really enjoy, sure, I'll hire it out. Hair, yes, it's a great idea. You'll want to go to someone that's a professional that knows what they're doing, okay? Support the hairstylist. But for me, it's like, if I just want that much off of it, and I learned to do this during COVID, and I just kind of never looked back, because I'm not going to get it colored. I just do this, I part it down the middle when it's wet, and I comb it real straight down, like down the side of my face. I'm not going to do it completely, but get it real smooth. Make sure you get all of it. Gather all of it up in a ponytail and put it right here. Put the ponytail right here, and then comb it down and take it off. And it's just I mean, it's pretty foolproof. And it's not like, oh my God, you're a professional hairstylist. No, I'm not, okay? I'm not trying to be. But I'm also not reinventing the wheel, and I'm not going to pay $200, or not even the payment, but just like, okay, let me make an appointment. Let me go. Let me take this section out of my day. Let me go do this. I appreciate the value of all of it, but I just don't have that time right now. I have done that many years and spent thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars on hair over the years. If we added up what we spent on hair over the years, it's absolutely sickening, and no judgment. And I know I'm going to do it again at some point. But right now, I'm not doing that, and it's fine. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to save money. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a sucker. But like, I don't want to go and, like, I can do it myself. It takes 5 seconds. And I'm not doing anything complicated. I don't have layers. I don't have anything weird. It's just a blunt, like, and it made it look so much thicker just to get it, just to get a little bit off of it. Anyway, so that's that, and that's what you're seeing there. At some point, sure, I'm gonna go back. I'm not saying don't go and support here. So you know what I'm saying. But at some point, you guys, come on. If it's just no big deal, or like, oh my gosh, I know, and I always. Like moms and stuff, like with kids that like really need to take kids to get hair, to get their hair done or whatever. But like if your kid has like 2 strands of hair and you're like, let me just, like, I'm not taking you to some bougie place or even to a friend. I'll just do that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sorry, but we're not suckers here, okay? Anyways, so let's get into it. We're gonna start here at the beginning. I've already got all this done, but we're gonna start at the beginning. But I want to show you guys quickly a few things. I've got a clothing video coming up soon at spring clothes that you guys are going to love. So many good finds, like from Nordstrom and all over. But speaking of, this top, you guys, is one of those tanks, and I cannot believe they have it back. Years ago, I got it. I think it's about, is it $12, $16? I'll link to it, okay? It's from Nordstrom. It's a good brand. It's really good material. I love the neckline of it. I've got it in all the colors. It is the only basic top you'll ever need, like tank top. It's so good. I got rid of so many other ones when I started getting these several years ago. And then you couldn't find them for a while. Like they were hot commodities. Like they were hard to find. I don't know if they got popular or whatever, but I was so excited the other day. I saw that they had them back. And all the sizes are in stock. All of the colors are in stock. So scoop these up, you guys. I'm wearing a medium. Or no, they're by number, so I'm wearing a 6 because they're UK sizes. And then I'll link to this necklace. Definitely grab these if you are looking for something just sweet. I think they're just beautiful. It has like little gemstones, and like you can get the little discs that I have a heart and then Olivia's initial, and I also have a different one. You can get them that say certain things, but you can really customize them. And I gave Olivia a matching one for Valentine's Day with some stones that were like meaningful for other things for her. And you can choose the little stones you put on there, but really great gifts, but also just such a cool necklace. And then this is by the same company, and I linked to the ones similar. I don't know if they have the exact ones with the moonstones in them, but they have the same one that has gold, which I think I'm gonna get those. They're just like these, but with gold beads, which I think I don't say I like more, but I think I might like those more than these, and the ones that are just plain, but they're really good, lightweight, even with the stones. Just well-made jewelry. I really love that brand, and the prices are really great for what they are. They're gold, like real gold, plated or whatever, 14 karat gold. So even the necklaces. So Anyways, you guys, let's get into it and we'll get ready together. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so we are, change the background a little because I think that with the window here, this is actually like the smarter way to do things. I'm like, why did I do this before? And I think it's just because like maybe the background was cuter the other way. But anyways, I wanted to do this because it has been, y'all, it's been a second since we've done a get ready with me. And I think it would be helpful today. I hope you can see a little. My melasma is out. And I have it here, and then I have it like in a shape here. It kind of goes down throughout my chin, and then there's some around my eyebrows. I'm going to the dermatologist this week, and I think, right here, I think I'm gonna talk to him about like some kind of treatment for it because, you know, it's funny, like some people can really attribute theirs like with sun exposure or with certain things. Some summers where I'm out the most, like last summer I was out the pool, like it like never was bad. Sometimes I can use, I know retinols have really brought it out on me in the past. I'm not using anything with that. Could be hormonal. Y'all, I just don't know. What, I mean, I don't know. So anyways, I put this in my hair, the Colleen Rothschild, the Protect and Perfect Styling Cream. I really need another one of those. But while I get ready, I just like to let my hair air dry. So, y'all, we have bought so many new things. I have bought. We have, let's talk about that. So many new things lately, beauty things. What are you seeing? You're seeing my mismatched, we're redoing the, well, I know it's been going on for like a year. The hardware and the, this one's creeping in here. I ordered some new ones and I've got it on this side, but not on that side. We're getting new like faucets, but the thing is, we're also getting the cabinets painted. Counters are new and everything's good. I just, you know, we do things backwards always. Okay, so what do we want to talk about? Y'all, we have just so many things to discuss. So these are so good. Probably could leave them on for a few more minutes, but these Wander eye patches, there are so many different eye patches that you can get. And I honestly feel like so many of them are just a joke, you know, like, or they're just too dry. These are nice because they're very wet. It's got the gold, which actually does have something to do with the effectiveness. It keeps the liquid inside. It penetrates it rather than letting it absorb into the patch and evaporate. You know what I'm saying? The gold keeps it in, and then it's like a very wet serum, and it really does make your lines look better. And I think it's great for putting makeup over. That's kind of what I wanted to do today, is just have like a lot of beauty talk and like really talk about these products, chit chat about all kinds of things. I don't know if at the beginning I'm gonna put my perfumes at the beginning or the end. But I have so many spring perfumes and so many things that you guys have requested lately that I really do want to talk about. I remember so many requests that you guys made in the recent Instagram post, because obviously like, I have my, what are you seeing back there? Is it the back of my head? Perfect. I have so many like, you know, ideas, and you know, I've just kind of always done my own thing, but I always like asking you guys what you want to see, because obviously that's why you're here, right? Okay, so I used this moisturizer earlier, which I will link to. Anything that I show, I'll link to. And then, y'all know I am not a primer person, but this, I'm just obsessed with this one, the second one. It's the Colleen Rothschild Black Tourmaline Face Primer. It's not greasy, but it really does give your skin like a nice base. And it protects against, I mean, it says like, you know, like pollution or things that, you know, all that mess. But for me, that's just like things that could irritate your skin. That's, you know, what that means. Things that can break you out. I do think it's a nice barrier between your skin and your makeup in like the best way. Okay, so sometimes when I do posts like that, like, oh, what do you want to see? I kind of cringe because I'm like, oh gosh, like, what, you know, I want to do what you guys ask, but what if someone, you know, what if the consensus is like something that I really don't want to do? It's just funny, you guys get it. Like, I probably didn't even have to ask, because it was like everything that you asked were like really interesting things, but it was also stuff that like is coming up. I have kind of a, I don't want to say, something to do with something coming up soon. That's a video that I haven't done in a while, that I might do while I'm actually gone somewhere. Kind of a vlog type of thing, but really just like a packing and, you know, but also like a really fun trip vlog. This foundation is really nice. It's the Luminous Silk. I did get a darker shade. I got the 5.9. Let me tell you a thing or two. Okay, what do you, oh, I see my collar. What is that? I don't know. I don't wear foundation every single day, but like the foundation that I was wearing was this, like in a lighter color, and then I had like some of my my Clinique acne solutions. And what's funny about that is like you just get used to it. Like, you know, okay, I'm not like super different like in the summer and the winter or like skin tone wise or whatever. Recently, like I tested this spray tan. I'm not kidding you, it was a lot. But I'll be honest, you have to change your foundation. Even if it's just in the spring and you're just getting the most minimal sun exposure and you say, oh, I put on all of the sunscreen, like, you know, it's just maybe change it up a little bit. If you look at your skin or you look at your foundation, like right now it looks like skin. Now, if it were a couple shades lighter, it would be very makeup-y. And some people say, oh, well, it's the foundation, let me get a new foundation. And it's not the foundation, it could be your shade. So if you find you're having a problem with your foundations looking too makeup-y or too much, adjust the shade. Trust me, before you change the actual foundation, adjust the shade. But I like this one, it's oil-free. It really, I mean, y'all know, the Luminous Silk, we've heard so much about it. I raved about it over the years, but it really does a great job, like, of covering, like you can kind of see, but it's still like, it's still your skin, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like a total mask. It covers in a good way, and the finish is just perfection. Okay. Next, I do the same concealer from that same line, and it's pretty new. I just got it, so it's like, takes a while for the wand to like get real geeked up. You know what I mean? But the color I got in this was 5.25. I had gotten a different one and it was not, it was way too light. The shade range of these are insane. Like even the foundation, I remember I bought a color that was even darker than this one, than the 5.9, but it was light. It was too light. So it's just, the tones make such a difference with that foundation. I always put a little bit of the concealer right there in my inner, because that's prone to getting dark. And a lot of products, like watch your concealer, watch the ingredients, because a lot of things like might have something that could be a little drying or irritating for that area, but this one is just so nice, and then it just looks like, it's just perfect. It's like the best finish, the best stuff ever. Oh my God, Brittany's pregnant, y'all, can you believe? Okay. Usually we talk about stuff like this on the podcast, but I can't. I'm like, okay, shook. Or really, are we shook? I don't think I'm that shook. I feel like this was kind of something I definitely expected. I do have a tiny little breakout that's like, of course, like my skin's been really great, and I have like, you know, and I like this. It's the It Bye Breakout. It's what I like to use. I'm telling you guys, I mean, obviously you knew, because she's been like hinting at that, like even before her conservatorship ended and stuff. I know everybody's talking about it. Do we want to sit here and talk about like the same topic that is just everybody's talking about? But maybe not. And here's the thing, like maybe let's look at it from a different way. I love it that, you know, I think it's, especially if someone's in a conservatorship or whatever and they feel like they need to have their chance, you know, like, okay, yeah, give them a chance. They've been in it for what, over 10 years? Like the idea is like, let's try to rehabilitate someone. Let's try to give them a chance, see like how they're doing out of it. And whether you agree that she should be in it or out of it's a whole other thing. But like, you know, give the girl a break. And but what's interesting to me, we talked about this, like, oh my God, y'all know. I mean, if you're a member of the podcast, it's like, it's odd talking here because on there we're just so like free. And but you know, on YouTube you do have to watch yourself, like things that you say. I'm trying to think. It's interesting to me. Did I get that rubbed in? Again, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to start talking and then the makeup's going to go to it always. Okay. Check that out. A brand new one. Love opening a new one of those. Probably need to like wash the brush and like have the whole, they don't sell this brush anymore, but I like to use the fluffiest brush with this stuff because it's not meant to be like a contour. It's just like a wash of color. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so, you know, it's odd to me because you know, I'm not here to comment on this and say, oh, you know, here's my opinion, because everybody has their opinion and who cares? And I just think, oh my God, like the best thing anyone could do if they really do care about Brittany, and here I am like talking about it, is to just stop. Like just leave the girl. But again, like she's on social media. She is like a beloved person. But did anything really change? Like she's talking out more outwardly like about her family, you know, since everything ended. Or do we even know, you know? But the social media is the same. I don't know. It's just a code that we're all trying to crack. And you know what? Quite frankly, I've been over that for a while. Like I'm not even trying anymore to do it. But it's just at every turn, there's something new. And now like with the pregnancy, but it's so confusing because she was like in that post, which now like her husband or boyfriend, which she calls him her husband, is your boyfriend? Is your husband? I don't know. Sam, he's confirmed it, you know, and said he's happy about it and stuff. What's happening? Does this look okay? Seems real sweet. Because I'll be honest, I fully expected like, because in the thing she was saying like food baby, but I'm pregnant. I expected fully like in a day for her to be like, it's food baby, y'all. You know what I mean? But it's not. It's not. So Sam like has confirmed it or whatever. But you know, what I feel like's changed with her social media is like, because she was with Sam before and she was talking about that too. I mean, now she is just, I guess, freer with what she feels that she can say about her family and stuff. This is the Rose Pomette, the Hermes blush, which I really do like. It's very bright and pretty and spring. Anyways, it's just interesting to me because I feel like nothing really has changed much except she seems to be going on vacation more. But the interesting thing about that is like in the post, like, wasn't she just on vacation like 2 days ago in Maui? Like that was the whole thing. She was on vacation in all this beautiful place, or was that like somewhere else that she said her assistant had showed her because like her eyes are open to the world and she had just been going to Maui all these years. So it was Maui like several months ago. And then she said in the thing, like, sorry, my allergies are so bad. I feel like I'm a little scratchy today. And she said in the thing, you know, after the Maui trip, I thought I had a food baby. I'd gained weight. And I'm like, but was that yesterday? Like, what's the timeline? See, I'm part of the problem fully. Okay, let's just be honest. But you know what? Here's the takeaway, okay? 'Cause everybody's gonna say the same thing. You know, everything that I just said. I really do feel like she just deserves, I mean, I think we can all say that, a chance to like live her life. It's a big thing to like jump into though, you know what I mean? It's like people always say like, if someone is in recovery from anything, or, you know, what was it? Someone was talking about AA or something, and they said, you know, if you're in AA or you're doing, or in recovery from something, when you're in those first days of like recovery, don't make any big life decisions. You know what I mean? This is a big life thing. So it could send her on a, you know, she mentioned the depression and stuff, and I don't want people to, I just hate that, like, okay, now is that going to be associated with this? Like, oh, well, look at her now. She should be in the conservative. It's like, no, a lot of women get depressed with babies and stuff. I mean, it's just, you know, oh, I just don't know, you guys. Clearly, right? We're just talking here. People say like, you know, I'm all over the place and I'm talking. Welcome to my channel 15 years ago, okay? This is nothing new. I don't read from a prompter. This is as real as it gets. We're not staged here. We're not like, we don't have speaking points, okay? But, you know, I think with her, what I would love is to just go away. I'd like to see what she's doing, but I think like for her own sanity and her own health, for not even the fact that she's had some mental issues, we've all, I mean, I feel like the best thing to do sometimes is to just like, if you can't handle social media and you feel the urge that you have to share every little thing and you have to post photos of things that aren't yours, even when you have to talk, and it's just too much oversharing, too much everything, too much, you know, let me show you everything. Maybe, you know, some of us, you can say, okay, well, let's draw a line, let's take a step back. But like, if that's not happening, especially now that she's pregnant, I just think, you know, you look at certain people that have babies or that are pregnant or whatever, and they take time off or they go into hiding or whatever because they're a celebrity, and that does F with your mind, and you are in the social or the public eye so much, especially now, not even just with paparazzi back then, but with social media. Look, Britney couldn't handle the paparazzi years ago. That's part of the problem. So now this is like a totally new beast, being pregnant, like under that type of scrutiny. And oh my gosh, like, you guys want to, I don't want to talk about like negative stuff, but some of the best, I mean, the best days of my life were being pregnant. Some of the worst, and I think people have learned, some of the worst things that I got on social media, the worst things people said even after I had my baby. And I would like to say that women are better now. Let's hope. But I'm not kidding, y'all. It was a mess, and there were some people that kind of got caught up in like things that they were saying to me, and then later became influencers, and I'm like, I know who you are. Okay, let's talk about this. I ordered a few new brushes. We'll get back on that stuff in a minute. This is what I just used. This is by a brand I had never heard of. This Grwm Weiss, and it's called a cream eyeshadow brush. I use these sticks so much, these It ones. This is the Beer and Brave, and it's just perfect. This is, and I know you think, oh, you can use any brush, and sure, I've used tons of brushes over the years for cream eyeshadow, but this one is so good. That's just the perfect base, and you can see you can just use this eyeshadow every day for just like a fresh look. These are the two Sephora brushes. I hope you guys picked these up, the Pro Crease. This is like one of the best brushes I've ever had, and unique. Same with this one. When I buy brushes, I like to buy something maybe I've never seen before. I'll link to both of these. And then I got a Trish McEvoy brush because I'm obsessed. Where's my wet dry brush? I think it's in there. My wet dry brush for foundation. The Trish McEvoy brushes are very good. And this one is an eye blending brush that I really like. So we're going to use the Tom Ford Peach. And it's so, so good. Okay, so do I want to do anything else to my face? I'll do it in a minute. We'll finish the face in a minute. So what do I do first? What do I do first? Okay, I'm going to take this. This is a smaller crease brush, but it's actually fluffy. It's not like a hard, small brush. So get it into that like kind of medium tan color. And put it on your, put it in the crease. This is just like the perfect warm, kind of like beige, you know, natural. Just, you see, it's just like a nice warm up crease color. And you know, I never want to seem like I'm like trying to be judgy. I'm just commenting on things going on. And God, if you could just, I mean, but I guess sometimes you do feel like you want to kind of tell people things or give advice. And sometimes maybe it's just not the vibe. And obviously Brittany's not taking nobody's advice. Maybe someone tell her, but I don't think anybody could tell her anything now. Like maybe get off social media just during the baby, because imagine like if she does have like a normal, you know, perinatal depression, you know, whatever, then what? You know what I mean? Like people are gonna look at her terrible, and oh well, now you even deserve it. It's terrible. All right, then I'm gonna use this dark brown. What I love about this is that like so many of my palettes, like the dark brown or the crease color or whatever I'm gonna use, is so dark that like it's like, whoa. I like a defined look. I like to do that on the daily. I am more for a natural look, and that's what this palette is. Tom Ford eyeshadows are so beautiful and so smooth. These are the ones that look kind of cross-hatched. You see, and they're just very like silky. But it's the perfect palette to use like on the daily, like just for a nice like wash of color. But I wonder though, like I really wonder what the vibe's gonna be. Like I wonder if she's gonna have a boy or a girl. Okay, like I said, fully part of the problem. I'm like very invested in this. But I think we can just honestly all say we wish her the best, right? Like let's just hope for the best. Oh my gosh, sometimes people do need to just take a beat. And I think, you know, like get off, like just take a break. And I think that maybe she hasn't experienced that need to do that. Who knows, like if her social media was like what people say, it wasn't run by her during her conservatorship. I think it was. Like nothing's changed. What else is happening, you guys? Oh my gosh, did you see the trailer for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Oh my gosh, this is like a little sparkly peach. Heard that like nothing's really going on in Erica's like lawsuit and stuff during this season. I think it's all kind of like coming up right now, and they're not filming, I don't think, for that season currently. So I wonder what really is gonna happen. It seems like everyone's turning on Kathy, which I mean, didn't we all kind of see that coming? It was like people liked her a little too much. I don't know how I feel about that though, so we'll just have to see. Ben and J-Lo are engaged. I thought they were, fully thought they were already. Well, they were already, you know, I mean, we've been there, done that. Here's what I like to do. Like after all of that, like I'm gonna finish my eyes a little, but I'm just kind of, you know, I kind of just go, take this is a finishing, it's called a finishing brush. This is the best like duo fiber brush ever. It's by Laura Mercier. And I love this airbrush bronzer. And I just kind of put it over my blush and my cheeks. I know it's like a lot, but I feel like the Chanel bronzer, that cream one, is kind of just like to go into your foundation, you know, it's kind of like cover, you know what I'm saying, kind of just glows up everything. Blush, and then I never want my blush to look too pink though, do you know what I mean? So just a little light dust of that. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, Ben and Jay, this is, whatever, you know, like we get it. We saw it coming, right? This eyeliner is one of my new faves, and I usually don't love an eyeliner that's just like a little roll-up pencil like this. It's the Revitalash Defining Liner, and I started with this slate color, which is like a really pretty gray, which I kind of like just like on the daily. Like if you're not gonna wear eyeshadow or you just like want a little something, do that, and then take a brush like this. This is my favorite smudgy brush. It's new, and just kind of smudge it in. But anyways, I liked it so much that I got the black. It's made by Revitalash, so it's got like good ingredient. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And I've always loved the look of like a smudge liner. Even when I use like a really harsh liquid liner, I would always go over it with like a powder or something, just to like make it, you know what I mean? I just love it. I think it's so pretty. And then if you wanted to get like a little darker right at the line, it's such a sexy, pretty look. It pulls everything together. You can go back and just darken up right at the line, right at the lash line. But I think honestly, like when you smudge out a liner like this, yeah, it's like, I think it's sexy. I think it's more flattering on me. It mimics a thicker lash line, you know, but I also think it's a little more, I hate to say natural because it's like, but I like it better than just a harsh like liquid liner line. Then I'm gonna use my mascara. We'll do my brows last. I love the Lash Idol. Now you can really pile this up and really like make it very thick. But what I like to do, I get it really close to the base of my lashes. This is not a new trick. Instead of pulling it through so much and making them look spiky, I like to keep the ends of mine. Since I have been using the Revitalash for like over 2 years now, they're thicker, they're longer. I don't want them to look spidery on the ends. I almost like that, not dry end, but just fluffy, like there's nothing on them. And it kind of looks like, I don't want to say lash extensions, but like good lash extensions. Not that that's what I'm trying, because they're natural. But I'm just telling you guys, I get compliments on my lashes all the time. And I have most of my life because I do have good lashes. But the Revitalash did make them twice as long, truly. And the, just the thickness, the amount of them that I have now is just crazy. And I don't ever go through phases where I get like the gaps. And you know, you go through phases where like your lashes might look bad for like a month because you've got like a weird gap here, or they're in like a weird growth stage. I never get that anymore. But this mascara is so good because you can do truly anything with it. You can make it look more natural. You can make it look real crazy and dramatic. But the formula is so nice, you guys. It's like very, it has like, I forgot what's in it now. It's some, remember when I did the video, the first video that I did about this, it was a sponsored video and I'd never tried it before. We find some of the best things that way, and I've repurchased it again and again since. It's just so good. I've gotten like friends turned on to it and stuff. It is truly like the best. And I really do like the liquid liner that goes with it too. I'm like struggling. Like I can't breathe hardly through my nose right now. I'm so ready for all the pollen to be out of here. We're opening the pool today. Spring is here, my friends. Summer is just around the corner. I cannot believe it. Libby's almost done with her school stuff. It's just crazy. It's like all of a sudden, I think it's like after spring break, the year just goes nuts. You know what I mean? That is crazy to think, because then it's like after spring break, it's summer, and then I always say, and then the Nordstrom sale, and then after Nordstrom sale, it's holiday. Like you're just in holiday, you know what I mean? At least like what I do. I mean, it's just the year is, you're always kind of like a couple steps ahead, but the year's just gone. But yeah, this is a very good palette. The only color that I did not use was this light color, but I'll tell you what I do like to do with that. So the other day I used it, I'll use it on the other side of this brush, but like to kind of clean up this area right here. If it gets like too orangey or too peachy, because that's the thing, like I love a peach toned palette. I love the more warm colors. Used to, I would never wear like super warm eyeshadows, and now, I mean, it is kind of a trend, but I do think they're very, very flattering, but they can make you look a little tired if the color gets in the wrong place, or if you just you overdo it. So I like that it has that color to kind of like help clean it up. But anyways, we have a few trips coming up, and I am just gonna bring this. Like I said, I mean, not even pack brushes. No, I will. Okay, so I'll do my highlight. I'm gonna do my brows. I'm still really loving this. I cannot get away from this Trish McAvoy brow pencil, and it is just so perfect. But I love this pencil because it's a pretty universal shade. It's not too dark, it's not too light. I think it would work on a lot of different like brow colors, but it looks natural, and it really makes your lashes look thicker. Lashes, what am I trying to say? Brows. I am so terrified though, you guys, to get my brows tinted or colored, because I feel like, okay, they're very dark. What if I get them tinted and they're just like too much? I have a few, like, I don't know if they're gray. And over the years, I've kind of plucked them a little here and there, but they're definite lighter brows. I have very wiry brows, so I have to watch that. I do need to trim them, but I'm okay. Well, I'll just do it real quick. Just gonna get a few swirlers. Okay. I don't know, like I know people get them done all the time and it's fine, but sometimes when people tint their brows, they don't see how absolutely unhinged it looks. It does. I mean, I'm sorry. They can look very good, but a lot of times it's terrifying. Like I need to start very small. And too, it's really hard for color to like take to grays and stuff. And knock on wood, I don't have any gray hairs yet. But I'm like, I'm glad that I went back to my natural color so I could truly enjoy it for several years, hopefully several more years, until I go gray. Or not go gray, but have like some gray to cover up, which you don't have to, but I'm just saying, if I have like a giant gray hair, I'm gonna cover that sucker up. But that's what I do. I take my tinted brow gel and I just doop. And that helps with just, let's just blend that sucker in. Because I'm not ready yet to take that leap. Okay. I'm gonna use, I'll tell you, I love, this is my favorite brand of lip liner. It's the Lancome, the lip liner. It's waterproof. Is that right? Does it say waterproof? I think it is. Yeah, waterproof. This is the best lip liner ever. This is the Natural Mauve, which I really love, but the Bronzelle is also very good too. But when you get to the end, like when you're at this point, you can't sharpen it down anymore. Like get down to the bottom and it's like you can't put the lid on it. Tell you, my lips have lasted a really long time. And I know like when you get filler or whatever, lip filler, any kind of, it lasts like, I don't know, like a year or so. And I remember I would get my lips done here and there, and it wasn't because I was trying to like regain what was lost, because I really haven't lost any. It was just getting them to a size that I liked. And I've been doing it now for, gosh, 2 years? I want to say, I don't even know. 2 years? 3 years. Best thing I ever did. You know what? I didn't even use the lip color that I was, whatever. It's very similar. It's just I'm in a habit of using this usually. If I am going to do a lip color like on a video or something that I want to show up and not just like put on some lip balm. But you guys, this is so good. Obviously, the Tom Ford colors are so good. It's very similar to this, actually. It's the Cherie in the Peach collection. And that's something else. I was talking to a friend about this, and she was like, is this a must-have? And I was like, I really like it. I'm going to use it. This is something that I'm going to... But they're the type of colors that I purchase again and again in different products. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's a neutral palette. Oh, it's this. But if you appreciate like the quality of Tom Ford's stuff and you like this type of eyeshadow, because some of their eyeshadows are a bit more powdery or softer. These are those that are just very satiny and almost just like you couldn't get fallout if you tried. Do you know what I mean? They're just not powdery eyeshadows, but they're just a good quality. They look like skin when you put them on. They're not like so powdery and over the top. And the same with the lip stuff. Like the Tom Ford lip stuff just has that quality that's like not goopy, you know? So it's pretty similar to this. Maybe just a tad more on the peachy side. Maybe just a hint more of a warmer, but very similar to this. But this is what I grab for a lot of the time. I have 2 of these, and I have really been good about not like blowing it out and going back and getting these in every color because I love them. It's the Citizen Cosmetics, the Nudiversal Lip Duo, and the one that I use is Dubrovnik, which is a more pink. And then I also have the one that's Ibiza, which is more brown. End it with my highlight, which I don't do a ton, but this is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance. Where else am I gonna put this? This is a good highlighter. If I didn't have my eyebrow, I just like dusted that over there. Okay, really great highlight brush. I will link to everything that I used, and then put on my jewelry. So I guess I did an intro. Oh no, I guess I will do an intro. I'm about to do one right now, but so you'll see like the stuff that I wear. But I'm not quite. I'm gonna let my hair air dry a little more, and that'll be that, you guys. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to do a random get ready with me because it has been a while. And what did we even talk about? We didn't even talk about anything like big, but it was just fun to turn the camera on and chat with you guys. I have so many great things coming up, as I mentioned, and you guys had given me a lot of requests in that recent Instagram. We're gonna do pretty much, I would say most of the things that you guys requested. A lot of people wanted like a declutter video, a home video, and I don't know if you guys missed it, or I know a lot of you didn't because it was a really popular thing that I did, and I really enjoyed doing it. But I want to say, was it toward the beginning of the year, I did a whole series just a couple months ago on decluttering, on organization, and on organizing pretty much like every section of my house, from my closet to, I did one on the beauty closet in here and all my bathroom stuff, the kitchen, I showed inside every drawer of the kitchen, a lot of other things too, new things around the house. So sometimes, you know, if you have missed a few videos, or if you're not someone that is just looking at every single thing that I do, I don't ask you guys to hit notify and do all this stuff. I mean, if you want to watch, you want to watch. But if you've missed some of them, maybe go back and look before you're like, oh my gosh, you haven't done this, like I have. So just check that out. And of course we'll do, I mean, that's something that we do ongoing if I get something new or something comes up. Yeah, the basement, I still kind of want to do something there. There's still a few things that's left that's not quite done, but it's come a long way, and that's where we do our podcasting. We have like our own little studio-ish thing going down there now, which is cute, so I might show y'all that. A lot of travel questions, which I guess you guys kind of pick up on the fact that, like, you know, something's coming up. So a lot of good stuff there. Handbag stuff, I always know you guys are going to request handbag stuff. And oh my gosh, months ago I got this bag in early February, kind of back to back to the Kelly that I did, the pink Kelly. I did a video on that, but something even crazier happened after that I think is probably the most, like, I would say the most sought after bag, the most, like, not rare, but kind of, like, it's the one, it's just, I can't even believe I got my hands on it, and I've been wanting to do a video, but I just kind of felt like, you know, it's not the vibe, and I know I've talked about this before too, but I do feel, I just really want to I think it would be really fun, and I'm feeling it, you know, I'm feeling better about, like, I want to do it now. I don't know, I'm just excited about it. I think it was just too close to the other one, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And I think it'd be fun to kind of compare, but most things that you requested are coming up, and you guys gave me a ton of good ideas. So hopefully I hit some of y'all's requests with this one. I could just yap and talk to you guys all day, like I'm in a rambling mood, so I gotta cut it off. I hope that you guys had a good day. I hope that you guys have a great day. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys again next week. Bye, you guys.